All right, good evening. Thank you for coming. So I always, wish I could start these off by saying everything arrived. It's working great. The world is nothing but the world is filled with kitty cats and puppy dogs and wagging tails. It's that fantastic. But even the best laid plans can go awry. So the part arrived, and it's gorgeous. Look how beautiful this is. Bam! I love it. And it has a little fan. This power cord's a little short, but it's fine. I can cut and snip. And everything looks really good. Even the new feeder tube, it looks fantastic. All of it. It's long enough. It looks great. But the part I had printed in case of emergencies to hold this hot end right from the neck is missing under suspicious circumstances. Somebody either played with it or I can only I can only wonder what could have happened. Who could have came into my room and threw away something they thought wasn't important, or broke it and hid it. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered. But my issue now is that my hot end, this is the old hot end, and this is the printer. This is the old one, this is the printer. This fits on just right. Perfect. Well, as this guy definitely can't be screwed on. And there's my dilemma. I have the parts, now they just won't fit together. And I need the printer to print in order to print the part that I need to get the printer working again. So what I have to do is I have to somehow get this to stay on there. Somehow. Print the part I need. Put the part on this so it prints normally, or it prints right. And I took off the old cooling vent that was holding the fan to the motor. I'm blowing air on it. And I broke off all the other vents and whatnot. And I'm going to try to mount this to the printer itself. This to that. And somehow get this so it stays on there. And I just need it to last like an hour until it prints out the next part, the part I need. And that's where I'm at. With the drill bit. This thing, and if I break it, then we'll have to think of something else. So I'm doing it by hand, and this has been an absolute blast. This is just as much fun as playing World of Warcraft. I love it. This is like the grind moments when you're trying to grind for reps so you can get a cool mount. So yeah, this has been a blast. Hopefully this doesn't break. It stays on there. The printer hooks up right. Everything heats up right. The printing starts working. And if the print starts working, it prints out the part and I replace it and it fits. And if all of those things go just as I hope, then we might start printing here soon. There's more than a few what ifs. But I'm feeling hopeful. Alright, I'll be back here in a minute. It'll feel like a heartbeat for you, but it'll be a few hours. It's 11:30, so it's still early in the night. The night is still young. Alright, good news. It's looking promising. It's ugly, but look, it's something, alright? I don't like holding the camera. It looks like the Dark Knight. But it's something. It's getting there. So that's thus far. So far, so good, considering. It's totally offset. Look how far off it was. That should have been right in the middle. But the print looks decent. The top never shows up, especially on this trial print. I've never gotten the top to work right. It looks pretty darn good. There are minor discrepancies, but in general, it's a pretty decent print. The top wasn't going to show up. I knew that from the beginning. All the way around looks decent. It's super glossy. Let's check the measurements. That'd be useful if I had my tool handy. Let's see. We'll check the top just for fun. It's right at 20. It's right at 20. I'm sure you can see that. Slightly larger on this side. And the top to bottom as well. Slightly larger as well. But, I mean, within, it's close enough. Good enough for what we need it for, which is making bike parts. Well, right now I'm going to go ahead and print a new stand that will hold the part better, and then we can get to printing. It's almost 2 a.m. so I don't think I'll be able to finish. I'll go ahead and print the part to hold the hot end, and then we'll start printing out bike parts. Tonight I won't finish, more than likely. I might be able to get an early morning ride, but what it looks like as of right now, I'm not going to be able to finish. There might be snow on Wednesday, so I'll try to go for a bike ride tomorrow. Anyways, it's been a great day. Thank you for watching, and I hope if you have any comments on what parts I use or what part I ordered off Amazon, let me know. And I'm very happy to share. Have a good night. Oof. Let's go to some of this. All right. This is the last update. The tube was way too long, so I cut it in about half, and it was so long that it was struggling to push the PLA through. The first print was ugly. Here it is. It'll get the job done, but it's hideous. It looks like it under extruded a lot. It might have been too hot. This hot end works a lot better than the other one. It heats up to the exact temperature. Before I had to compensate and turn up the heat higher because I know it was going to drop significantly, but not this one. This one stays right at the temperature it needs to be. But this will work. And another funny thing, I found, I'm not saying I went dumpster diving, but I found the other part that I originally prepared. And I mounted it on the printer. And I'm using that for now, and this guy's going to be my backup, which I hope nobody throws away. It's really weak, but it's enough. It's enough to get the job done. Right now, I'm putting another calibration tube. Look how pretty it is. I'm putting another calibration tube. And it's looking horrendous. I think the temperature is way too high, which is, it's okay. And yeah, it looks like it'll work just fine. I'll go ahead and adjust everything and bring down the temperature, and that should make it run a lot smoother. But overall, a lot of progress. Our printer's back up and running. We're going to order some PLA tomorrow. So I'll get it here on Wednesday, so we can just, when it snows, we'll just spend the whole night printing and printing. Alright, it just finished up the cube. It's ugly. Totally under extruded. So weak and feeble. Inaccurate. There's a million things that are wrong with it, but it's printing. That's the best news I've had all day, or all week. So, yeah, we can fix that tomorrow. Turn down temperature, tweak the settings a little bit. Should be okay. It says bourbon on it are good. These are one of my favorite snacks. I think they're a universal favorite snack. It tastes almost like well, the texture is like a pie crust, like the flaky part of a pie crust, but it's dipped in chocolate. And it's hard to explain. They're really brittle. And when they break, they make a mess. See? It's almost like they took the flaky parts of a pie and rolled it up and dipped it in chocolate. Super crunchy. And for as good as they taste, they're like, the whole pack is like $1. And there's like 20 of them inside. They're so good. So anything that has bourbon on it, I don't know why it's called that, but anything with that brand, it's a good bet that they're gonna be pretty good. That's it for me today. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Things are working out fine. Tomorrow we'll print more. We'll test it out, tweak out the settings, and we should be good. Because that part was ugly. Totally under extruded. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a good night.